Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the users flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good spread. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. And this is Messi. He is through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Knocks it into space. Delivers with wit. And he gets rid in a hurry.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that? Well, Vincent chance! Loose. Here he goes again. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Ball's gone out of play. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And it's Messi. Nice bit of trickery. Pedri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he welcomes it in. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. And this is Messi. Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Kagawa looking for the run. Rummenigge hoisted in. Header! Nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Tries to pass it through. Messi looking to run onto it. Oh no, what has happened here? He is desperate to get on the score sheet. But not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And it's been taken short. There's the shots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
That looks a cracking ball. He's on. Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Villa really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Oh, what has happened here? That's very disappointing, it has to be said. He's found a way through. And shots! Mbappe. Davids. Oh, he's found support out wide. David Villa receives it in a good position here. There will be Messi. Nicely weighted ball. It's a little off target. And we've reached half time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
So we reached the halfway point. A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end to end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this. And I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That has been cut short. Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? He's well positioned here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. Well, that's a booking, always looks it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
So the would-be breakthrough moment. And he's buried it! 1-0! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
After 55 minutes is number 20.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Baresi gets good distance on it. Costa Corta. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Well spotted.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Let's then slip through. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. The message is clear. None shall pass. Kaka. That has ended up in no man's land. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He has found a way through. Danger averted for now. Just eases him off the ball, and he welcomes it in.
There they go, punching again.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Messi having a look.
21.
An opportunity then to pull clear here.
Coming on the field, number 9, VILLENIUM. Number 7, Griezmann.
Decent hit from there.
Substitution for Italy, number 10, Messi.
Italy making another change here.
Him is
Foden getting the ball here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. So what can they conjure from this one? And it's the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Oh, strong hand by the keeper. And the ball's come loose here. Barcelona have their second corner now. Keeper's dealt with that.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Italy really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, that's a good one. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Looks really well cleared. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He's on it, can he get away? Chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third quarter of the game. Definitely not one of his best. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cross to the back. He's got all.
They would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. It just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Vasco da Gama finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Knocks it into space. Kaká shapes to shoot. This time, surely. Well, there's a probing ball.
Vasco da Gama would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You could feel it.
That's an imaginative pass. Now that's a fine ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Turan gets it away and claimed it back swiftly. And here's Messi. It's a lovely, neat pass. And there's the shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
It's a pretty loose pass. Kaká was steaming. Kaká! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Vasco da Gama with the corner. There first. And it's been taken short. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Tries to play it through. And he's straight offside. And he thumps it clear. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Vasco da Gama have got it back and they'll have another go. Rummenigge. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is the finish. Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Turan. That'll be a throw. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Turan herring after the ball here. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution on the field. Number 18. Scores.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 25.
Vasco da Gama can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rummenigge, he has found a way through. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! Oh, good reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's Kanoa! Oh, that is outstanding! About as smooth as it gets. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Cannavaro clears. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aims beyond the defence. Over to the left. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 20. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
14. Min. Substitution in
And
progress.
reclaimed it in a trice. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Back into the middle. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he cuts out the supply. Thuram. He is through here. Oh, that's well spotted. Nuno Mendes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's got away. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now that's well seen too. And the number on the board is 3. And it's Messi. So that's it. It is all over. Vasco da Gama, perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Turns back here, probably the best option. Tries to play it through. Rummenigge. Kaka! It's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Kaka demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Monaco are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That has not gone well. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Thuram. Beckham. Played into space. Danger averted for now. India are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Ronaldinho. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Suarez picks it up out wide. And it's Perisic. Well played, well sorted out. Monaco trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Beckham.
India can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Maldini. But they've got it again. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Beckham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good.
He's gone for goal. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
They've been denied a chance to...
And the half-time whistle goes. It's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
India go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. There's the start of the second half.
India definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Kagawa, he's given it away. Back into the middle. Seedorf. Monaco have it back and can go again. Ronaldinho. He's going for goal. One. That is a gem. An absolute gem.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He's well positioned here. That looks awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Rodri. That is a little undercooked. Teresic. Ronaldinho. And it's Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho. And he's on his way. Kaka. Can he get it through? And he plays one through. He's being urged to... Oh! And again they hit the front. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
India take the lead. Toss flung in towards the middle. Maldini. And here's Ronaldinho. Short changes him with that pass. He's had a chance. Oh, that could cost them.
Seedorf clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Substitution from Monaco, number 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Roberto Carlos, number 14. Ivan
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. That's really well manoeuvred. The most accurate pass. And they've got rid.
Coming on the field, number 23, Rafael van der Vaart. Number 11, Neymar. Number 20, VILLENIUM.
Messi.
Number 10, Messi.
Monaco really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Monaco have reclaimed it. And he's straight offside. Five minutes left on the clock. Bale. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That looks a good ball through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
5 minutes added time.
Nicked it back promptly. 5 minutes to add. Well, nicely intercepted. No, that's been intercepted. Let's a look and place it forward. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. And we're done. India pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Your final thoughts, Jim?
India clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. That is a little undercooked, and he's managed to get free. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Raul, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Looking for options for movement. Now that looks a decent ball. And they're back on the ball again. Beckenbauer producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. That's going to go a long way. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Showing great feet there. Roll red, and the danger is averted. Vasco da Gama with the corner, there first. Gets his head on it! Goal! Vasco da Gama! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 9.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Pass somewhat off target. That's been drilled forward. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Oh, he's bustling through it. He's got to go. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
That's a throw. Van Dijk with the clearance. It's... That's a half-decent try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Delivery from Mbappe.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Rummenigge. Van Dijk is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Mbappe. Oh, this is a terrific run. And the pass is intercepted.
Two added
No
minutes
messing
has been
about, just
indicated.
bludgeoned away. Taken back almost at once. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Vasco da Gama have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 22.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 27.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 10.
That's been intercepted.
Number 4, VILLENIUM.
Back to the keeper it goes.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Beckham. And it's Rooney. Looking for the run. Oh, that was vital. And he's heaved it away. He's let fly. And he thumps it clear. And they win it back again. And he's been shifted off it. Beckham. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That is lovely. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. They've won a corner. Well, the first goal came from this. Messi! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Messi clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed and didn't put it away.
Rummenigge takes a look up. He has found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then. Takes a shot. No, he's missed it.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Short changes him with that pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here. They've got to make this nice and quick.
I think we're just about done here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And we're done. Vasco da Gama have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Beckham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's a key interception. Khan clears. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Oh, super find. Deftly away. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Eto'o. Eto'o driving forwards. Eto'o on it. It's Wilson. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Time, excellent interception. Clipped into space. Still goalless. Now it's Del Piero. Rodri. Rodri towering forward here. Steaming on goalwards. Rodri with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Oh, it's come off the uprights. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Barcelona have reclaimed it. Roberto Baggio tries to play it through. Chance! And he's falling out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, what can he finish? It's loose and there's a duty. Just off target. Now, what about a counter-attack? Gerrard gets over and intercepts. And it's Putti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's having a go! And that has been clubbed away. Cannavaro makes the interception. Probing pass, and he's intervened well there. Now, can they get him away? Rodri. Sure that. There's the end of the first half. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And a quick announcement
And in
to say
speaking
that
of, lacking only in goals,
today's match
the
is
score
now on
0-0.
sale in the Stadium Hall.
And we're off again. So neither side has yet broken through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Beckenbauer has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. So what can they conjure from this one? And so we have the first set piece of the game. Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Wilshere. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Del Piero. That's going to go a long way. Nicked it back promptly. Guti. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. It's a lovely, neat pass. And they're back on the ball again. Great vision. And the ball is out of play. Played into space. And he cuts out the supply. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rummenigge. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner.
Substitution for Vasco da Gama, number 22, Rooney. Coming on to replace him is number 11.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Progress.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. But that is a good challenge from him. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Oh, this looks sharp. There are an awful lot of pressure. Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. He's gone looking for safety. He's only too happy to take that back. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Somewhat off target. And he's straight offside.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. That has been cut short.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Cannavaro cuts out the pass, looking to play him in. Rummenigge. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely elite.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Barcelona making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Vasco da Gama take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two, yeah.
He might be in here. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And it's Bale. Gerrard. Foden. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That is as far as it goes. Vasco da Gama have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Rummenigge taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Vasco da Gama leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Action has already started. He's got away. And this is Ronaldinho. A lovely bit of skill. Vinicius Junior.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That looks a decent ball. It's a nicely shaped ball. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Vasco da Gama with the corner. There first. And it's hoisted clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Shevchenko! That was superb goalkeeping.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Messi. And it's made it Vinicius Junior. Just off target.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
That pass isn't the best. He's having a shot! Oh, Vasco da Gama! An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Number 13.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Messi. Shevchenko. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge. Kaka. That's tidy. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He has found the way through. He's had a shot. Again, in double quick time. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
They're starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Chouameni. Now, can they get him away? Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Cristiano. Now, that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. "30 minutes gone. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to dink it through.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Rummenigge stood his ground strongly. Can he get away here? Rummenigge has a look inside the box. Kaká gets flagged offside. Maldini. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. This is Ronaldo. Rummenigge. Van Dalton. Now Costa Curta. Van Dalton. And it's Messi. Puskas. He pushed us! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
A heavy challenge. It's a jarring tackle. Apparently nothing wrong with it. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's let fly. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
It's the half-time whistle. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Vasco da Gama go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Here we go again then. No changes at the interval from either side. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Tries to get it clear. Beckenbauer tries to clear. Tries from a long way out. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Van Belten. It's a searching pass. Cannavaro is there to clear. Offside. Yes, it is. Deftly away. Nicely weighted ball. Beckham. Great vision. Messi receives it in a wide position. Kaká has created one goal already. Threads one in. Oh, Red, nice interception. It's a good run down the right. Nicked it back promptly. He's shifting through the gears here. Takes a shot. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
A case now of complete control. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's searching through. I have to say, that was an terrible pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Messi. Looking for the run. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Well, the defence proved infallible then, and that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Tries to play it through.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Look at the space here. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Probing pass. Now it's Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's quick to get it clear again.
Substitutions taking place.
Good read, needed to be. It's played through for him. And this is Messi. And it's hoisted clear.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Some excellent tackling here. And that one, a perfect example. He's picked his way through. Luis Suarez. Puskas. And Puskas! Well, that is remarkable.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And he's got the beating of good effort from distance. A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Scholes wins the duel this time. Can he get it through? Oh, super ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's had it taken off him. Messi saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
3 minutes.
That's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Puskas. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now that's well seen too. David Villa. David Villa! And that may well be that. That is that. Vasco da Gama, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.
Security staff for each
Messi
block.
votes it
Please
man of the
report to
match,
staff
and
room
deservedly
immediately.
so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my... So a warm welcome to all of you who join us on this snowy night for a game that could turn out to be a real wintertime treat. It is a hot ticket on a cold, cold night, and conditions will be testing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Begley.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, chance! Well, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught napping. India with the corner. They're first. No, not the best of headers. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Steaming on goalwards. The wait had become maddening for Argentina fans. 28 years since their last major title. They finally managed it. And it was, of course, largely down to this man.
Yeah, and they won it in the best way possible against Brazil, in Brazil.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To open the scoring. What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Substitution on the field. Number 26.
No changes already. That is a bit of a surprise.
Look, to make a change this early, Peter, is not the norm. He seems to be unhappy about it, and I sympathise. I think he's been harshly treated.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Can he get on the end of this? It's a pretty loose pass. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Beckham takes control of it and he's on the move. They get a throw in. Bayer is there to clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Nicely weighted ball. Costa Curta looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. And this is Ronald. It's Ronaldinho! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome. Well, that pass isn't the best. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Tries to pass it through. And this is Beckham. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
India have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Showing good feet. Kaka. India making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around, looking for a runner. Shevchenko in acres of space out wide. Kaka with the clearance. He's well positioned here. It's a loose ball. Out towards the flank. Played back in. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he's quick to get it clear again. It's a throw in. Beckham picks it up out wide. Well, that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He can run onto that. They're not going to make any further progress now. He's in a great position here. India have got it back and they'll have another go. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
India have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable they've been. I think if they can keep playing like this, Peter, they might just hold out.
India head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
India definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Costa Corta. Vinicius Junior.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. That's Shevchenko. Ronaldinho. He's looking wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Now there's a... And a shot! Goal! Equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's managed to get rid. That's an imaginative pass.
India really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Dumfries is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Well timed, excellent interception. India still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
He's tried one! Oh, the ball's come loose here. But he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, India
You have their third corner.
Number 8, Pepin. Number 25, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 23, Beckham. Coming on the
There's
field.
the header.
Number 11,
Decent attempt, but not
Ronaldo.
quite good enough.
Number 24, Messi. Number 18, Bale. Number
Not to be
22,
passed, but can he get there?
Nedved.
It's a sharp little ball here. And it's Maldini. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort. Front. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Scholes. Right, Shevchenko.
Oh, what a ball!
And he's there to belt it away. And they're quick to get it back. Can he get it through? Spread neatly. Dumfries makes the interception. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's gone loose. Well, they put it back in a hurry. And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous. And he's kept his team in it.
And it's Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's picked his way through. It's Costa Curta. Aims beyond the defence. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Danger averted for now. Threads one in, pass somewhat off target.
There will be 3 minutes
Dijk.
added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is through here. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to
Hello,
one
everybody,
decisive
and
moment.
Please join me in wishing
Messi
a happy
taking in the
wedding
accolades,
anniversary
having
for
been
one of our
named man of the
fan
match,
members.
and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
India certainly produced a lovely blend of flair and industry to earn a result that was fully merited for me.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, well played, well sorted out. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. And it's Nedved. He's in plenty of space here.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly...
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And he plays one through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Platini. Vieira. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now.
Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rummenigge is offering a right smile there.
Threads one in. Vieira, a player of legendary status. Knocks it into space. It's... Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, they put it back in a hurry. So we're still where we started right now. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Kane. Platini. Rummenigge. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
India are in front now. The game's only goal.
Well, I guess this...
It's a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
The pass is intercepted. And here's Kane. And he can clear it away. Well, they've got it again. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Can he get it through? Kept out by the most elastic save.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. He's cut it out. Platini. He's having a go. Good reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
India finding their passes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Not yet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira. Platini. And there's the shot. And he kicks it out somehow.
Platini really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
No outsmarting him this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Neymar. Well, played right into his path. And scores! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Aim forwards. Kante. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
India leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. India carrying a 1-goal lead. And it's Dembele. Dembele takes control of it, and he's on the move. And this is Scholes. The shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Kane. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Decent chance! Hits the net. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
India are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
It's loose. Oh, what has happened? In for the pieces. Decent enough try.
Vieira certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Dembele. Oh, no joy this time. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now, can they get him away? Engages and forces him off the ball. India, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And it's Nedved. Vieira.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, what a mistake! He's had a shot! Just 1 minute now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Messi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Kane. He won't be happy with that one. Nice looking ball. Oh, super find.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Goes for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Kane probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Ronaldinho. Scholes. Scholes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he was quick to react. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Ronaldinho. Into the last 5 minutes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
India close now to seeing this one through to the end. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Inter really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything
There will be
forward
1
and
minute
give
at a
themselves a
time.
chance to draw level.
He's one-on-one, surely! And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Platini taking in the accolades,
Please
having
turn
been
your
named man
attention
of the
to
match,
screen for
and
information
deservedly so.
provided by the local police.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.